Welcome everyone to Against All Odds Night 2. I am Damien Wrestling Figs, joined with my broadcasting partners WWB and Eli. And what a show night one was.
And make sure to go catch the replay right now on the Damien Wrestling Figs YouTube channel. All the epic moments, championship wins for free. Order the replay now.
We have an amazing card lined up for night 2. And opening us up, the end of the trilogy between Will Ospreay and Santos Escobar. "484 days was the amount of time Santos Escobar had a hold on that United States Championship. Defeated many big names such as RVD, Rey Mysterio. Will Ospreay was one of the names he defeated during his title reign. There's many more that he defeated, but the Will Ospreay defense is the one that's really stuck with him, and it has mainly stuck with Will Ospreay. As after the Ospreay match, Santos thought he was just going to move on and continue dominating the United States Championship division on honor. But Ospreay did not have enough of Santos. Santos embarrassed Ospreay in his home country. Ospreay obviously did not take that too well. Came back for Santos, attacked him on Grand Slam honor. They had a rematch where Will Ospreay defeated Santos Escobar and gained the United States Championship. And obviously tonight, the trilogy comes to an end as Santos attempts to get back what he thinks is truly his. And Ospreay tries to put an end to the chapter of Santos Escobar.
El Fantasma, one of the greatest athletes to ever grace our TV screens, at what was rightfully his, the United States Championship, stolen from that parasite Ospreay.
Will Ospreay bursted onto the scene here on January 1st of 2023 back at HCW Vengeance. And ever since then, this man has taken every opportunity he can, as he's already defended his title against Shawn Michaels. Tonight is his second title defense. Will he be able to put an end to Santos Escobar? That's the question on everyone's minds, Eli.
Ospreay won the title from Escobar at Forbidden Door. And as Damien said, has faced up against Shawn Michaels, and that's it. So, championship reign has barely gotten started.
As for the third time, these two men stare off. These men have faced off in a rounds match and a no DQ match. And tonight, they face off inside of a steel cage.
The end of the trilogy, live here tonight at the MGM Grand Arena, and live on pay-per-view around the world. Will we see a new United States champion?
The following contest will be held inside of a steel cage. The only way to win is either escaping the cage, pinfall, or submission. And it is for the NoW United States Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Acapulco, Mexico, weighing in at 198 pounds. He is the former United States champion, Santos Escobar. Introducing the champion from the United Kingdom, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the United States Champion, the Aerial Assassin, Will Ospreay.
Serious, which I think is what caused him to lose the United States Championship in the first place. He didn't take Ospreay serious enough.
Yeah, but I think Escobar has learned his lesson coming in to their third matchup.
As this whole feud has been about that United States Championship right there. It is also personal for Ospreay. He's still mad about what happened back in England. As here we go, the bell has rung. Again, Santos not taking Ospreay serious. And Ospreay throwing the first blows in this matchup. Santos now shoving Ospreay off of him. And now throwing blows of his own. This is going to be a straight up fight inside of a steel cage. Oh, forearm by Santos Escobar, leader of Legado del Fantasma. Eli, how do you think the landscape of honor would change if Santos got a hold of that United States Championship once again?
Escobar, dominant so far. He's got kicks into the corner. Or not kicks, sorry, just pushing him into that steel cage. And here we go, now kicks to Ospreay. Pushes him again up against that metal cage. But not smart from Santos. He has to be on top of Ospreay. Has to know how to counter him. Now looking for a DDT.
Ospreay taking down Santos Escobar, laying in the ground and pound on Escobar.
He's beating the piss out of him.
Remember, this is personal for Ospreay. This is more than the United States Championship. And now, Ospreay looking for an Irish whip. Santos turning it around. Ospreay jumping onto the middle rope. Springboard! Moonsault lands right on his feet.
And as I was saying beforehand, this is something Escobar has to be aware of. To counter every one of Ospreay's moves, and does there with a super kick, but a forearm by Ospreay. Back kick, and now looking maybe for the handspring. Pele, no. Escobar moves out of the way. Runs the ropes and a big knee to the face. And I stand corrected as Escobar managed to turn around this matchup, as it seemed Ospreay was starting to gain an advantage and now maybe trying to escape the cage.
Looks like Escobar trying to make the escape. Ospreay right behind him though, stopping him.
Jumps off the cage, poison rana to Ospreay from Escobar. Plants him on his head. And now Escobar sends Ospreay into the cage. And again, Escobar turns around the matchup.
Ospreay trying to take some time to recover after getting launched into the cage. Escobar not going to give him any time to recover as he hit him with that Meteor now off the ropes. Oh, Ospreay kick to the gut. Santos told Ospreay he could pick the stipulation for this match. Ospreay doing the smart move, picked a cage match to try and keep Legado del Fantasma out of the picture to give Ospreay a better chance at retaining his title. He knows this isn't going to be an easy task.
Ospreay runs the ropes, but Santos catches him after that Hurricane Rana attempt.
As Santos now looking for a springboard, Ospreay following him up the cage as both men meet on that top rope and a Spanish fly. What a maneuver by Ospreay, taking down Santos.
Spanish fly off the top rope. This is unbelievable. That Ospreay up to his feet first. And that got Santos a big chop to the chest of Santos. And now, no, Santos back body drop.
Santos now with an enziguri as Ospreay is pinned against the cage and the ropes. Nowhere to go. And now drop kick by Santos, sending Ospreay back first into the cage. And now Santos with another drop kick, that time to the face.
Santos on top once more in this matchup. As now picks up Ospreay, DDT position.
Santos now looking for a tornado DDT. Ospreay with the handspring landing and out Ozcutter.
Incredible feat of athleticism by Ospreay. And now into the cover. The 1-2, but no, Santos gets his shoulder up. And now elbow to the back of the head of Santos. And a big forearm to the face.
Ospreay now backflipping off of Santos and out an enziguri. What is Ospreay looking for?
Maybe a vertical suplex, and yes.
Leaning Santos on the ropes. Ospreay potentially looking for that shooting star press.
There's no way. This would have to be a match ender if he lands this. I mean, shooting star press.
Ospreay looking for the shooting star press. Santos moves out of the way. And now slingshot senton by Santos Escobar. As it looks like Santos looking for the door to escape. We might have a new United States champion right here, right now.
Santos gonna take back what's rightfully his.
Escobar looking to escape, but Ospreay with a big boot from out of nowhere, laying out Santos, as now shutting the door right in Santos' face.
So close, yet so far for Santos. As Ospreay with the big bicycle kick and
catches the boot there. Now wrapping it up in the ropes. And a super kick to the knee of Santos, and now a DDT!
Santos getting planted on his head as Ospreay back up to his feet.
Ospreay looking off the ropes with the handspring, gets caught with a neck breaker by Santos.
Again, Santos always 2 steps ahead of Ospreay.
Santos now lifting Ospreay, sending him into the cage with a power bomb. As it looks like he's not done with Ospreay yet. Onto the knee. Back first, onto the knee goes Ospreay.
And now Santos got a power bomb into the corner. No. Hurricane Rana. Ospreay gets out of it in a low blow. No. A roll up, sorry. As now got him back up. Suplex position. And delivers with a snap suplex. And going for one once more. Another snap suplex. Ospreay. 3 amigos here. Out against all odds, no. Santos gets out of it. And a German suplex. No, Ospreay lands on his feet. Standing shooting star press. Ospreay eyeing down the cage door. But never mind, looking to climb the cage to escape, and nearly over top now. But Santos back up to his feet. Pulls down Ospreay. Oh, now a forearm to the back of the head. Forearm to the back of the head of Ospreay. And now a neck breaker between the ropes. Santos taking his time. But might not be a smart decision here. Is now Santos neck breaker in between the ropes. Santos back up to his feet. And just kicks Ospreay, punts him in the head. Santos now yelling at Ospreay. Now maybe looking to escape.
Looks like Santos going to escape the cage here as Ospreay's down and out. Oh, Santos calling for someone. Doesn't look like he's going to make the escape here. Ospreay back up to his feet. Santos with a double foot stomp onto the arm of Will Ospreay, and adding insult to injury with the super kick. As now Santos calling for the door. And here comes Sammy Guevara, member of Legado del Fantasma.
Santos playing it smart here, getting Legado del Fantasma out here, at least one member of it. Now, Sammy's got a table, and Santos brings the table into the ring. Honestly, if I were Santos, I would have escaped right there, but I think he wants to inflict more pain on Ospreay. There's now a chair being thrown in. But watch out, Santos, from behind Ospreay. Poison Rana.
Ospreay looking dead at Sammy Guevara Looks like Sammy Guevara is going to bring a fight to Will Ospreay. Sammy looking for a springboard. Caught with a hidden blade. Guevara completely folded after getting caught mid-air with the hidden blade. Ospreay saw the things that Sammy put in the ring, picking up that chair. And now looking to put the chair to use on the Sammy. No. Santos taking the chair right out of his hands, sending it straight into the gut of Will Ospreay. And now it looks like we're going to see 2v1 action here tonight. DDT onto the chair as Sammy Guevara is locked inside the cage.
Santos just probably gave Ospreay a concussion with that DDT into the chair. Now, what's he setting up for now? He's bringing that table over, setting it up. As now Santos looking at Ospreay. Maybe looking to send him through the table. Maybe with a suplex. No, Ospreay gets out of it. Suplex, no, super kick to the face of Ospreay from Sammy Guevara. As now beating the piss out of Ospreay once more, sends him into the cage. And his forearms to the back. Runs the ropes, big knee to the face. Legado del Fantasma on top. And for the moment here, is now runs off the chair. Super kick from Ospreay. Ospreay now got Sammy.
Ospreay picking up Sammy Guevara. And now sending him, oh my gosh! Face first through the door goes Sammy Guevara. Plummets right down to the ground.
The lock on that cage door literally just broke as Sammy Guevara was tossed through it.
Now looks like Ospreay going to make the escape, but there's Santos Escobar, dropkick to the leg.
As now the ref having to just hold the door shut. But what Santos looking for sends him into the cage. Sends him into the cage once more. As now
Santos now looking for a suplex onto the chair. Oh my, the back of Will Ospreay. Oh my gosh.
The back of Ospreay set on top of that steel chair, bending in a way that no man's back should pause. As now Santos, what's he looking for? As Ospreay trapped under the chair is looking down upon him. I think Santos might be looking for the coup de grace here.
Santos just toying with Ospreay now. He knows he can win this match anytime he wants. As now has the chair in hand. Now Santos just laying it all in on Ospreay with that chair. Repeated shots to the back of Will Ospreay.
Those brutal chair shots to Ospreay, and now another one. As Santos picks up Ospreay, sends him onto the table. No, over the table. I think he overshot it. Sends him into the bottom turnbuckle. And maybe that's what Santos intended to do. But Ospreay back up to his feet. Oh, but now a slap to the face by Santos.
Eli, I think Santos is looking for that avalanche hurricane rana through the table. Ospreay shoving Santos into the cage. And Ospreay fly off the top rope through the table.
Both men sent flying down, probably over 7 feet through a table.
The table is broken in 3. That might have been the thing Ospreay needed to win. As the past few minutes, Santos it's been all Santos Escobar. Santos has been dominating Will Ospreay. As Ospreay back to his feet now.
I think Santos took the brunt of the impact on that Spanish fly.
As it looks like Ospreay climbing the cage, looking to end the match here. Looking down on Santos, realizes Santos getting back up to his feet.
Ospreay, look at Super Os Cutter to Santos on the pin. Kick out, Santos. Kick out. And he does. Santos kicks out at 2.5. Now Ospreay.
What does Ospreay have to do to end Santos Escobar? Looks like he's calling for the door. Oh, but wait a minute. There's Legado del Fantasma waiting for Ospreay at the door. All four of them staring a mud hole down Will Ospreay. As Ospreay can only win by pinning Santos now, as he knows Legado is out there waiting for him. Santos telling Ospreay to bring it. As Ospreay with the hidden blade, laying out Santos Escobar.
Legado del Fantasma can just do nothing but watch.
And another hidden blade cover to end the trilogy. Ospreay is still the United States champion.
Santos put up one hell of a fight. He had Ospreay beaten about 6 times in that matchup, but Ospreay found a way to power through every single time.
What a performance by both men. Ospreay finally ending the chapter of Santos Escobar. Now moves on to potentially bigger and better things as United States champion. As he takes down the Emperor that has held the grasp over that title for months upon months.
The Billy Goat, victorious and against all odds.
But the true question is, what is next for Santos Escobar and Legado del Fantasma? Oh my God! Andrade just laid Santos out!
What the hell is going on?
What is going on? Santos just went through one of the biggest matches of his career. One of the most brutal matches as well. And now proud and powerful. Looking for the street sweeper. What does this mean for Santos Escobar? What does this mean for Legado del Fantasma? The question on my mind is why? Why would they lay out the man that laid the foundation out for them here in NoW? We are looking at our third tag match of the night as FTR are looking to reclaim their third tag team championships here in NoW.
Yeah, and to your point, Daniel, FTR is former Emergence Tag Team Champions, so they know what it takes to become World Tag Team Champions. So I think they just have to pull that out tonight, and they'll have us in the bag. And FTR, one of my favorites in the division, always great work from these two, Dax and Cash, looking to win their second ever World Tag Team Championships here at Against All Odds.
Motor City Machine Guns came into this company over a year ago, have had a total of 2 matches, and FTR have been in both matches. They defeated FTR and MSK into the Shadows to win the Tag Team Championships. Then had a 6-man tag match where it was Motor City Machine Guns and CM Punk versus Rated FTR, where Rated FTR came out the winners, which kind of gave FTR an advantage already for a title shot, but they still went through a gauntlet match to become #1 contenders.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Emergence Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, the challengers with a combined weight of 446 pounds, FTR.
Wait a minute. That's Umaga. Samoan spike to Alex Shelley.
What the hell is Umaga doing out here?
Saban needs to watch him behind him. Superman punch by Roman Reigns. The Samoan SWAT team are here. At against all odds, and FTR want nothing to do with it as they leave the ring. Umaga now Samoan drop onto the steel steps to Alex Shelley.
Just a brutal assault from the hands of the Samoan SWAT team. Now Roman, no, not to the ref. He's innocent in all this, and Chris Sabin trying to get up, but no. There's Roman, puts down the ref and sends Chris to the outside. Sabin out near our announce desks as Roman just staring a hole into him. Sabin back up to his feet. Umaga from out of the corner with a super kick. And destroying your announce desk, Damien. Chris Sabin not in a good position here as Umaga lifts him onto your announce desk, Damien. No onto mine. No way.
Oh no. Sabin, better move out of the way, Umaga.
Holy shit, to the table!
Through the announce table. Just squashed Chris Sabin. He might have a few broken ribs after that. As now Roman Reigns holds up the Emergence Tag Team Championship.
Hardys, listen here. Both of you have been failing this group heavily. Mainly you, Jeff, but I'll get to that point. Listen, those tag titles mean a lot to what this group stands for. This night is huge for us three, and there cannot be room for failure. And my point to Jeff, this match determines your status in this group, or even in this company. You have taken pinfall after pinfall after pinfall. You too need this win. And if you don't get this win, there will be consequences for your actions.
Hopefully this tag match actually takes place, as up next, the Judgment Day defend their titles in a fatal four-way tag team match. As if you ask me, Eli, the Hardys have been on a bit of a downward spiral lately, as in their past 3 matches that they've tag teamed in, basically, they've lost. They lost the Young Bucks at Grand Slam. They lost inside of War Games, and on Honor, they lost to the debuting Usos.
But to your point, Damien, I think the Hardys have planned this out, and they're going to come into this match better than ever and hopefully retain their tag team championships. But the Usos are looking to win the tag team championships tonight, as they've split off from Roman Reigns and I guess the rest of the Samoan SWAT team. But here comes 1/3 of the firm in Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. And if you don't know the backstory to the firm, at WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels interfered in a match between John Cena and MJF and basically formed the firm after that. These two in real life best friends.
The most cocky men you can find on the roster, united as one at WrestleMania, have not done much in the tag division, but I can tell you this, the reason why they are in this match is they complain. That is the exact reason why they're in this match. They complained their way into this match. They said Lucas did not give them any opportunities, and they deserve to be in this match. Lucas caved in. I don't know why, but that's the God honest truth of why they got in this match. These men, like the Usos, have a rightful reason to be in this match, as they defeated the Hardy Boys at Grand Slam in a non-title match.
These two are also some of the cockiest people on the roster, but for good reason, as they are some of the best in-ring performers to ever grace the squared circle, the Young Bucks.
The Elite in general has been a thorn in the Judgment Day's side ever since the Judgment Day have formed here in NoW, LBW, and DDE. I think that's something people forget about the Judgment Day, Eli, is that at one point they ran 3 companies at the same exact time. As we know, BDE and LBW kind of fell under the radar as of late. But NoW, they are still running strong.
And in case you have not noticed, 5 people in this matchup have all mastered the super kick. That being, of course, Matt and Nick Jackson, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and, of course, the inventor of said super kick, Shawn Michaels. Here come members of the Judgment Day, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy brothers, and these two have been running up until the most recent episodes of Honor, the entire tag division since WrestleMania.
Judgment Day have the advantage in this match, as at WrestleMania they won those tag team championships in this exact predicament. They won them in a fatal 4-way tag team match where the Young Bucks were also in.
These two brothers have been teaming together for well over 25 years, and in terms of experience, they are definitely the most experienced in this matchup. Even when you just consider tag team fatal 4-way matches, they are still the most experienced. So I think they're going to have a tough time taking down the Hardy Boys. And do you know something that's weird that I've noticed, Damien? 3/4 of every tag team in this match are all brothers. Except, of course, for the Firm, which is simply just best friends in Shawn Michaels and MJF. So I think a big question for the Firm is, can they handle themselves against people who have known each other for their entire life?
And here we go. The bell has rung. All 4 teams meeting in the middle. Who will be the first to throw down in this match? A super kick by Nick Jackson to MJF. And now Shawn Michaels eats a super kick as well. The Firm are down. And a super kick to Matt Hardy by Jey Uso. Well, watch out for Jimmy, as Jimmy gives a super kick to Jeff Hardy as well. And the 2 teams standing. They've faced off in other companies, but never here in NoW. The dream stare-off between the Young Bucks and the Usos being ruined by the Firm now. Uh-oh. Nick Jackson for a poison run at MJF. MJF holding through. Alabama slam onto the ropes. Nick Jackson bounces to the outside as Shawn Michaels laying in the work on Jey Uso in the corner. But there's Jimmy Uso with a super kick, sending Shawn over the top. But watch out for Matt Jackson!
Super kicks out the gate from both of those teams in the Young Bucks and the Usos. But now here come the Judgment Day, just pounding on the Usos. As Matt Jackson, atomic drop by Jeff Hardy onto Jimmy. And now squashes his balls with his legs, and now drop kick. As there's going to be chaotic action throughout the entirety of this matchup as MJF sends Nick Jackson into the barricade. Now stomping on his head. Now wheelbarrow position here. Sends him. German suplex onto the floor. The limited padding between them and the concrete floor coming into play. But the Usos fighting back against the Judgment Day. As now into a pin.
Jay with the cover now. 1, 2. Matt kicks out right before 2. As Jay needs to watch out for Matt Jackson. Now Jimmy catches him midair with a super kick, taking out Matt Jackson. As now, Jeff with a double clothesline, taking down the Usos. MJF now, though, entering the mix.
But slides into the ring at the wrong time and meets Jeff Hardy face to face. But coming from behind, is Shawn Michaels.
Shawn with a roll-up on Jeff. Cover. We can have new champions right here. No.
The Usos break up the pin, and now a super kick to MJF. No. Caught it. Super kick to Jay from Michaels. And now Michaels focusing his attack towards the other teams in the matchup, as now MJF got him in a single leg Boston Crab. Will Jay submit this early on in the matchup? No. Nick in the ring, and now kick to the face of MJF. But here's Michaels, kick to the face of Michaels. And now, what's he looking for? Maybe a brain buster, or more like a suplex onto the apron. Now Matt in the ring. Watch out, MJF, super kick. It sends him through the middle rope. Now running the ropes. No way over the top. Onto MJF. No! He got him! Into a power bomb. No, onto the knee. What a feat of strength out of MJF, catching Matt Jackson in midair. Now picks him up, but here's Jeff over the top onto Matt Jackson.
MJF gets out of harm's way twice in a row. The luck on that man is incredible. We need to watch out for Jeff Hardy, taking out MJF right in front of our announcers' tables. Oh, but Jimmy over the top, taking out Matt Hardy, Nick Jackson, and Shawn Michaels. We have high-flying action here tonight, folks.
As Jimmy now focusing his attention towards Nick Jackson, but there's Jay.
As now sending Nick off the ropes. 1D! New champions right here. 1, 2. Oh, but Matt Hardy breaks up the pinfall. Oh, and now his brother Jeff introducing his favorite weapon to this matchup and just throwing it right in the face of Jey Uso as a ladder is being introduced into this matchup. Who knows what Jeff is going to do with that? I know it can't get him the victory, though, as the winner must win by pinfall or submission.
As now Nick Swanton bomb onto Matt Hardy. But now there's Jeff, sends Jay into the ladder. But watch out, MJF from behind. Just assaulting Jeff Hardy. And they're right in front of me here. Super kick from Matt Jackson.
Matt Jackson and Jeff Hardy, I think, we know the rivalry between the Hardys and the Young Bucks, but I think they're going to set it aside for now just to take out MJF, as they got something in mind.
Oh my, what the hell? Not, move away. Not in front of me.
As Jeff off the top of the ladder, Swanton bomb straight through MJF.
15 feet off a ladder through my damn table. Damien, please move my seat.
As now in the ring, Jimmy Uso with a Falcon's arrow to Nick Jackson. And now Jey Uso on the top rope with the Uso splash. Boy, watch out for Shawn with the elbow drop. And now Jay looking for a super kick, gets caught. Now throwing punches at Shawn Michaels. Shawn blocks the punch, and now throwing punches of his own.
As now 5 men all centering around each other in the center. Matt Jackson at the top of the ladder. Takes out all 5 men. What the hell is going on?
These 4 teams are going at war, all just to call themselves the Honor Tag Team Champions.
So recouping from that, Matt versus Matt. No, Matt Hardy sends him to the outside. And now here's Michael, super kick to Hardy. No, Hardy caught him. Powerbomb position here. Spear from Jay. Michaels gets out of it. And now has him suplex position. Has him up. No, Jay gets out. Sends him super kick by Jimmy. And now Jay, pop up Samoan drop to Shawn Michaels. And now Jimmy up to the top. No, there's Matt Jackson, sends him off. So now Jay, stun locked. And now goes towards Matt Jackson, forearm to the face. Matt up to the top. Brings Jay up with him. And now maybe looking. Canadian Destroyer! Off the top rope! Man, damn, broke his neck! What the hell is going on?
This might be the most unpredictable match of both nights, if you ask me, Eli.
Matt Jackson back up to his feet and just flips onto the top rope. Maybe looking. Swan Ton Bomb to Jey Uso. But Michaels up as well. Super kick by Nick. As now looking for it. Indy Taker to win the tag team championships on the cover. Now Jeff Hardy gets to the pin before Kurt can count the three.
Matt Jackson jumping off the back of Jeff Hardy. Matt Hardy catches him. Side effect. Lays out Matt Jackson. Now Jeff Hardy looking for the twist of fate to Nick. Hardys have a pinfall on the Young Bucks, and both Bucks kick out.
The resilience shown from Matt Nick. But the Hardys are now firmly in control of the matchup, as they're the only ones that are semi-conscious. But look in the corner.
MJF. Oh no, he has the Dynamite Diamond ring on. And straight to the face of Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy jumped right into it. And now neckbreaker by Matt Hardy. Now looking for the twist of fate. MJF roll up though. Looking for the cover by Matt Jackson. Super kick to the back of the head to break up the pin, and now back first. Onto the apron goes MJF. I think we've seen the last of MJF in this matchup.
Matt Hardy not in a good position. Center of the ring. Double super kick from both Young Bucks. And now to the outside. One more time, and there's Jeff.
Jeff telling Matt Jackson to stop. Telling him to take him instead of Matt. Jeff would rather go through the pain instead of watching his brother get pile drived on his head. As now Matt Jackson, the Young Bucks, looking to end things here. Melter driver to Jeff Hardy. Can the Young Bucks do it? Can they win the championships? And new Honor Tag Team Champions.
The Young Bucks have finally reached the mountaintop and have won the Honor Tag Team Championships.
The Young Bucks were the first ever tag team signed to this company for 3 whole years, nearly 4 years. They have not once touched tag team gold, and now for the first time, nearly 4 years in the making, the Young Bucks are the new tag team champions.
Both these men grew up dreaming of capturing tag team gold together, and finally, they have done it here at Against All Odds. What a match filled with insane moments that I'm sure we will never forget. But I guess the ending statement is the Young Bucks are finally tag team champions.
Congratulations to the Young Bucks.
Jeff, I know that I'm one of the last people you'd probably want to talk to, considering we haven't been on the same page. But you are a legend, and there is no doubt about that. But the way Brody has been treating you is diabolical. You need to learn to stand up for yourself, or things will just stay the same with you and your brother getting slapped around every week. You deserve more. Now I know you'll be out there for the main event at some point. Just do the right thing.
Matt, would you please tell me what is going through you and your brother's skulls? Actually, you know what? Have you been watching over your brother as of late? Are you sure he hasn't been to the bar recently? Would you look who it is, everybody? The star of the show, Jeff Hardy, the man who jumps off of tall things just for the crowd's entertainment. Well, Jeff, this group isn't here to entertain the crowd. We're here to take over this company. And we can't take over this company when you eat your 4th straight pinfall. Now I'm going to go out there And I'm going to do what you two should have done. I'm going to retain my title. And Jeff, you will be out there. And I just want you to remember this. When I formed this group, I bought out all of your contracts. Jeff, I own you. At this point, Jeff, it's one more mess up, and you're fired.
Eli, it is time for our semi-main event. Aleister Black defends the Intercontinental Championship against Ricochet. As we know, these two former partners, former friends, but that all came to an end once Demarion Chambers, of all people, talked some sense into Ricochet, telling him that he doesn't need the House of Black anymore, and that Ricochet is talented enough to go on his own. And he's going to prove that here tonight by defeating Aleister Black and winning his first championship in NoW. The Intercontinental Championship is one of the most prestigious titles. It has the greatest lineage out of any championship in NoW or HCW history. The lineage is the same. The title was introduced practically day one in this company.
I think the real question here is, does Ricochet have the mental power to defeat his former leader in Aleister Black? And I believe he does, but also you gotta consider that Aleister has been one of the most dominating superstars to ever appear in NoW, and is of course the current Intercontinental Champion. And here he is, Intercontinental Champion Aleister Black, sitting menacingly by the stage as he prepares to go to war with Ricochet.
The House of Black is in shambles right now. Ricochet turned his back on them, back into the shadows. Then in the most recent episode of Emergence, after Ricochet defeated Dijak, former member of the House of Black now, Aleister Black kicked him out of the House of Black. What does this mean for the House of Black? Are we going to see any more of the House of Black, or is Aleister Black now on his own once again? This, however, is not the first time these two men have faced off, as on Emergence Episode 4, they faced off in an Ultimate X qualifying match, which ultimately led to Ricochet joining the House of Black.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the NoW Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 205 pounds, Ricochet. And his opponent, the champion, from the Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the NoW Intercontinental Champion, Aleister Black.
As we are set for the third championship match in a row at Against All Odds. Kurt raises that title up high.
And here we go. The bell has rung. As we're looking to sweep the legs early on into this matchup. Ricochet just leaping over it. These two men have trained together for years. As mentioned, they were partners for nearly 2 years. As a collar and elbow tie-up has begun. Ricochet getting the headlock.
Wrenching on the head of Black. But Black makes a get out. Goes under his arm and a kick to the chest. Now Black locking in a headlock. But Ricochet fighting back up to his feet. But no, headlock takeover by Black. Now Ricochet in between the legs. No, Black got his knee
Ricochet now, boot to Aleister, getting out of the grasp of Aleister Black. Ricochet using his athleticism now with a drop kick to Aleister Black.
Ricochet back up to his feet, hyping up the crowd.
Now Ricochet looking to go over the top rope, taking down Aleister right into the barricade. Ricochet is fired up here tonight.
Ricochet now grabbing Black, tosses him back into the ring. Ricochet on the outside, jumps on the ropes, but Black catches him and hangs him up on the ropes. Sweep of the feet, now a knee to the face. He's now looking for a suplex back into the ring, but drops him on the knee. And now just taunting him with kicks to the head.
Aleister off the ropes, looking for a Meteora into the corner. Slumping Ricochet and then just a kick straight to the chest, adding insult to injury.
Black throws Ricochet into the ropes and a knee to the face. No! Ricochet manages to toss Black down off the knee and now off the ropes. What the hell was
that? An arm drag of his own to Aleister Black, but Aleister kept attachment to that arm.
Aleister working on the arm of Ricochet. He now puts it over his back and now knee to the arm on the back of Ricochet. He now gets up and a kick to the face. Throws him into the corner and now chop. And now just pie facing him and now chop another one. Aleister managing to come back in this matchup.
Now, Ricochet! Drop kick straight to the face, now on the middle rope, double foot stomp. I've talked about the athleticism of Ricochet, but never doubt Aleister Black. He has the most lethal kicks you will see in professional wrestling. Ricochet delivered one of his own there with an enziguri, now super kick. Laying down Aleister Black now. Has him through the middle rope. Ricochet potentially taking after one of his close friends, Will Ospreay, with a shooting star press to his opponent while they were on the ropes.
Ricochet looking to capitalize here, is back up to his feet, picks up Aleister, and Aleister pushes him off, kick to the sternum, and now knee to the chest. Ricochet into the ropes, come back, flip over Aleister, knee to the face, no! Hurricane Rana, and into the pin to win the Intercontinental Championship. No, Black kicks out, but Ricochet has to keep the pressure going on Aleister.
Ricochet has been putting in the work on Aleister Black, as now looking for a German suplex. Aleister Black lands on his feet, and now, wow, what a knee. Could have knocked Ricochet out right there. I mentioned how dangerous those legs are of Aleister Black, as now he's looking for the Black Mass. Ricochet ducking out of harm's way and a knee of his own, and now a standing shooting star press.
Ricochet going up to the top rope.
As now Ricochet on the top rope, looking for a 50 splash. Aleister moved out of the way though. Ricochet just eats the mat there.
And now Aleister picks him up, lifts him up and drops him on his knee from the suplex position. And Aleister back in firm control, sends him into the ring post. And climbs to the top rope, does Aleister.
What does Aleister have in mind? Picking Ricochet up to the top rope. Wait a minute, Ricochet with a Meteora! Off the top rope! Oh my gosh! As now Ricochet covering Aleister Black, that could be it. 1, 2, and Aleister kicking out.
The upper region of Malachi Black's body being caved in by the knees of Ricochet. And now Black slowly getting back up to his feet, but Ricochet looking to stop that with a kick to the head. Sends him into the ropes though. Aleister reverses it and sends him to the outside. What could Aleister be looking for? Running the ropes back towards Ricochet, over the top, no! Fakes him out and rolls back into the ring. the mind games being played on Ricochet. But I don't think it seems to faze Ricochet as he's immediately back into the ring. Springboard drop kick to Alistair.
Ricochet with a handspring to Alistair, taking him off the apron. And now looking to dive, no handspring. Oh, Alistair grabs the wrist. He knew it was coming. And now a knee. He knows Ricochet a little too well. Has his head laid against that post. Alistair, saw Ricochet move out of the way. Did not go for the boot. And now Ricochet springboard taking out Alistair Black once again.
Alistair is struggling to get the upper hand in this matchup, especially at this point, as now Ricochet
Ricochet looking recoil, gets caught. Alistair throws him off. Black Mass!
Jesus Christ!
Nearly taking the head of Ricochet right off his shoulders. Ricochet might as well kiss his dreams of being Intercontinental Champion goodbye.
As now Alistair just wrenching on the neck, choking him out while also bending the back paws.
Eli, it's rare we ever see Alistair Black put anybody in this submission.
Yeah, Alistair pulling something from down deep within him in order to put away his former protege in Ricochet.
And it is also rare we ever see anybody get out of it. As now Alistair looking Black Mass, Ricochet moves out of the way. Recoil! Off the middle rope. Both men are out.
Who's going to make the first move? And it seems to be Ricochet as he slowly makes the climb up to the top rope. Ricochet with a 450 splash to the back of Alistair. Ricochet back up to his feet, looking for the coup de grace as backs up into the corner.
Ricochet in the corner, setting up for Spirit Gun. Alistair moves out of the way, straight into the crisscross position. Alistair getting back up to his feet. Black Mass! Black Mass by Ricochet!
To finally put to rest his mentor. He does it!
We have a new NoW Intercontinental Champion!
Ricochet finally wins gold in NoW. The era of Alistair is over, but congratulations to our new Intercontinental Champion, Ricochet.
What a matchup we just witnessed! Ricochet is your new Intercontinental Champion, joining the names like CM Punk, Kevin Owens, LMG Coda in the history books as Intercontinental Champion. But it is now time for our main event. Well, Eli, it is finally time for our main event of All Against All Odds. And look what we have here. The European elegance Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci.
Ladies and gentlemen, I demand all your gratitude to the man who is the epitome of efficiency and elegance. Er ist der Inbegriff von Eleganz und Effizienz. Der Ringgeneral. Gunther.
In the 3 years Gunther has been in this company, that is simply his greatest introduction he's ever had. Eli, people don't know, this man is a 4-time world champion here in NoW.
One of the most prestigious men to ever step foot in a wrestling ring. One of the most dedicated men to this industry of all time. The Ring General Gunther. And he's looking to win his 5th world title here in NOW. My heart is racing as fast as it possibly could. The best in the world, Gunther, is looking to walk out victorious tonight.
The best bout machine, Kenny Omega. Some could argue he was Superstar of the Year in 2024. Obviously, him and Brody Lee both have very well arguments to be Superstar of the Year. But Kenny Omega for months has been trying to take down the Judgment Day and Brody Lee. He was so close to becoming Undisputed Champion back at Honor Grand Slam. But the match ended up ending in a DQ. Kenny Omega, though, Eli, technically has a win over Brody Lee. It's a disqualification, but it is still a win.
I just went on a rant about how good Gunther is, but Kenny Omega might just be better. This man is one of the most decorated men in the industry, and he might just beat this man, the current, undisputed NOW champion, the Exalted One, Brody Lee.
Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Braun Breaker, Darby Allin, just a few names that this man has defended against. One of the most dominant champions NOW.
I was a first-hand witness to one of the most brutal matches ever in NOW, that being against Brody Lee and Darby Allin. Towards the end of that matchup, Brody Lee put Darby Allin through a cement block, damn near paralyzing him. And I'm quite honestly scared for everyone else in this matchup, having to go up against someone so menacing, so powerful in the Exalted One, Brody Lee.
The following contest is your main event of NOW against all odds. And it is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the NOW Undisputed Championship. Introducing first, one of the two challengers. From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the former NOW Undisputed Champion, the Ring General, Gunther. The second challenger, weighing in at 224 pounds, he is staying at a hotel here in Las Vegas, which is only a 33-hour drive away from North Carolina. He is the best bout machine. He is Kenny Omega. And introducing the champion, weighing in at 275 pounds from Rochester, New York, he is the NoW Undisputed Champion, the Exalted One, Brody Lee.
One of the biggest matches in this company's history, taking place right in front of your eyes here.
3 of the biggest men in the company here against all odds.
And the bell has rung. Here we go. Kenny Omega and Gunther starting things off hot, going after the champion Brody Lee.
Shotgun drop kick sends Lee into the corner. That's how here comes Gunther, another shotgun drop kick. Brody Lee, our target, right off the bat. But Kenny Omega, feed trigger off the bat. Maybe looking to finish it off early. And I'm contemplating what to do next, but you can't forget about the third person in the match, Gunther, who is currently standing face to face.
We saw these two have a match on Honor a few weeks back. Looks like we're going to see it again here in the triple threat as they took out the champion Brody Lee. Kenny Omega looking Snapdragon suplex. Gunther catching the arms though. It's a unique way to get out of the Snapdragon.
Gunther wrenching on the arm of Omega. Omega back up to his feet. Goes back of him and now headlock takeover to Gunther. Both men intense grapplers. You know, Gunther slowly finding his way back up. Omega trying to hang on. And now Gunther sends Omega into the ropes. Omega jumps over. And now, pin right off the bat. No, lifts him up into a powerbomb, but no. Gunther elbow to get out of it. And now chops the back of it. Now chop to the chest of Omega.
I'm pretty sure everyone knows Gunther's chops are the most lethal chops you'll find in professional wrestling. Those chops have slowed down opponents in the past that have led him to 4 world championships. He's looking for the 5th one here tonight. As his 4th win, he beat John Cena to win the Undisputed Championship, which then he lost the title to the man who we just delivered a chop to, Mr. Brody Lee. But here comes Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega looking for a Frankensteiner to Brody Lee. As I think him and Gunther could both agree, taking out Brody Lee is the smartest option in this matchup.
Collar and elbow by Omega and Gunther. Gunther seems to be getting the upper hand here as Omega is down to one knee. You know, Omega gets out of it. I think Gunther let him go there. As Omega, oh my god, big slap to the face. And now runs the ropes. No, Gunther caught him. Oh, drops him onto the knee. And now just wrenching him. Gunther targeting Omega's back so far in this matchup with those chops. But I guess that was more to the upper back. And now, never mind. I stand corrected. Knee to the back.
And now picking up Kenny Omega. But Kenny Omega turning it around. Sending Gunther's shoulder first right into the middle turnbuckle. As now Kenny stomping away on the face of Gunther now. But he sees Brody Lee getting back up to his feet. Decides to deliver a drop kick through the bottom rope. Now Kenny Omega, crossbody from inside the ring to the outside. Back in the ring now, but watch out for Gunther with a lariat taking off Kenny Omega's head.
Gunther exceeds in taking back control of the matchup. Now sends Omega into the ropes, and now knee to gut. Not even letting him run fully, and now chop once more onto the ropes, now forearm to the head. Now setting up again, chop. Maybe looking for a forearm again to the back of the head. And now once more forearm. And then once more forearm. No, Omega gets out of it. German suplex. Bridges off of it. But doesn't go for the pin. Gets back up. Shots to the back of the head of Gunther.
Gunther reverses. Looking for a Boston Crab potentially. Kenny refusing to go down like that though. Tripping the leg of Gunther. Going straight into a crossface.
Gunther has got to look to try to crawl to the ropes here. As I don't think he has enough strength here to just manhandle Omega off of him, but of course I might be wrong. You never know with a ring general Gunther. But no, Omega swaps positions, and now more torque being put on the lower neck and upper back of Gunther, but no, managed to get him off, and now he's got the arm, drops the knee onto it, is now Omega. That arm is basically useless now, but no, a chop. I stand corrected as a chop to the chest of Gunther, and now looking for a suplex, but Gunther manages to stop it, and now Fisherman suplex onto the knee, destroying the back of the head of Omega, and now into the pin. First pin of the matchup here. 3-0. Omega manages to get the shoulder up.
I think that's going to affect Kenny Omega later on in the match. As Brody Lee. Big boot back in the mix. Now sending Kenny Omega over the top rope. Brody Lee not going to take anything that's happened to him too lightly. As now off the rope, suicide dive. The crowd not enjoying Brody Lee's practically introduction into this match, as he has not been able to do anything. He was looking for the discus lariat there, but Gunther caught him first with his own.
Gunther trying to keep Brody Lee down, but he can't for long.
As now a WrestleMania main event rematch. 2 of the 3. Roman not in this match. We saw him earlier on tonight, unfortunately. Gunther with an uppercut there, and now a power slam. Looking down at Brody Lee, and now looking for the neck twist. But Gunther needs to remember this is a triple threat match, as Kenny Omega with a springboard drop kick, taking out Gunther and going straight after Mr. Brody Lee. The hatred that has been built up with Kenny Omega to Brody Lee. I couldn't even imagine how much hate Kenny has for the man. And now powerbomb to Brody Lee onto Gunther. And now Kenny Omega looking for the "you can't escape." And now the moonsault onto Gunther. Took out 2 birds with 1 stone. As now Kenny Omega picking up Gunther. Oh, Gunther already fighting back, shoving Kenny into the corner. And now shoving his shoulder right into the gut of Kenny Omega. Sets him on the top in a chop. Takes Omega right down to the apron. But then there's Brody Lee and Seguri there. Action is too fast for me to keep up with here tonight. Eli, you might have to take over for a bit.
Damn right, as now Omega with a shoulder to the gut, but no! Brody Lee with a massive kick sends Omega to the outside. Jesus Christ! Just can't let Brody get any offense in, as now jumps off the apron, crushing Omega below him. But now Omega, elbow gets out of it, sends him onto the steps. Omega back in control.
Kenny's got the steps. What's it? Oh my gosh! Straight to the forehead of Brody Lee.
What a move, as now Omega just picking up Brody, and now we have a moment of just, for me at least, a moment of breathe as now punches the, Brody's bleeding. I think he's busted open towards the top of the nose here, as now Omega got him suplex position. Maybe look at suplex onto the steps. No, Brody stops that. And now tries once more. Brody suplex onto the steps. Sends Omega onto it. Omega's back. Has to be hurting here, but Gunther running off the apron into the steel steps. Is now just takes the bottom half of those steps and sets him against the ring. Just puts it in the ring now. Now got Omega and just clubbing blows to the back of Omega. A center point in this matchup. Has now got the steps. What's he looking for? No, Omega. Whatever Gunther was looking for, Omega managed to counter it. Is now kick to the gut. A DDT. And now a moment to breathe for Omega.
Kenny looking to stomp Gunther's arm. Gunther thankfully moving out of the way just in time and immediately putting him in a sleeper hold.
Omega could pass out right here.
Looking to put Omega to sleep and win his 5th world title.
And now the legs wrapped around the body of Omega, putting more pressure onto that chokehold.
Kenny getting out of it, turning it into a pinfall. 1. Gunther kicking out though. Kenny keeping attachment to the wrists. smacking Gunther right in the face. And now look at Kamigoye, borrowing that from a close friend of his. As now his eyes on those steel steps that were introduced into this match by the ring general.
I think this is the most unique way I've ever seen the steps be used in a matchup, and now Omega. Doc Gunther sets him up against the steps. And a chop to the chest. And now fires himself up. Going into the corner. Maybe looking V-trigger onto the steps. But Gunther picks him up. Oh, just tosses him into the steps. His spine just cracked against those.
Brody Lee's going to seize this opportunity. Gunther's hurt. Kenny's hurt. Brody Lee's going to retain the championship here, Eli. 1, 2, Kenny! Just breaking it up.
All three men are down in this matchup. But Omega and Brody showing signs of life. All three men now slowly getting back up as Brody lifts up Gunther. Puts him in a powerbomb position. Signaling for the impact. Gunther gets out of it into a double leg Boston Crab.
Locks in the Boston Crab successfully. He tried to do it earlier on in the match with Kenny Omega. It did not work, but he seems to get it on Brody Lee. Kenny Omega back to his feet. Off the ropes. Gets caught with a big boot. Straight to the face. Kenny Omega nearly lifeless here on the outside. I mean, just got thrown back first into the steps. As now both men in front of us. Gunther with a chop to Kenny Omega. And oh no. Gunther looking for the powerbomb through the table. Table collapsed right on the impact of Kenny Omega. I have a feeling the rest of this match is going to be just one-on-one, Eli.
Gunther got a powerbomb position. Looking for the end of Brody Lee's championship reign. Drops him down. Gunther, it's gonna make history. No. Here comes the Judgment Day. It pulls the ref out of the ring. Gunther, he has to be devastated. Gunther has just got screwed out of his 5th world title, but now going after the Hardys. But 2 is better than 1, and a kick to the balls of Gunther.
As we know, there is some tension between the Hardys and Brody Lee. Mainly Jeff Hardy and Brody Lee, as Brody Lee is angry that Jeff Hardy takes the pin in every single match he's in. The past 4 matches Jeff Hardy has been that have had to end in pinfall, he has taken the pin. And it looks like they have company, Eli. The Imperium are here. As would you look at this stare down between Imperium and the Hardy Boys. It looks like the leaders will run in on some of this. Could you imagine this 6-man tag?
Well, we won't have to imagine anymore, as these 6 men are all going after each other and beating the piss out of each other. There, as you see with Giovanni Vinci, as a beautiful European uppercut, but Gunther and Brody haven't moved one bit, and kick to the side of the head of the bald head of Giovanni Vinci. Here comes Ludwig. Sends Hardy to the outside. And there goes Matt with Ludwig. Both to the outside. But these 2 men having quite a deadly stare-off. But now there goes Giovanni with a springboard.
Back to the 2 of them. Tensions are high, Eli. The crowd is absolutely loving this. And it looks like we're going to see a hockey fight here in the main event.
Both men throwing concussive blows. But knee, and Gunther takes control. Looking powerbomb. Second powerbomb in this matchup, but no! V-trigger to the face. Kenny Omega looking to take control. One-winged angel, but no, here comes Vinci. Saving his glorious king in Gunther, and now a knee to the gut. Kaiser back in the ring. Beautiful European uppercut. Both men staring after. Whoa!
The Honor Tag Team Champions are here, as we're going to see a brawl between Imperium and the Young Bucks now.
Dream match is coming to life.
The first tag team signed in NoW, and now the latest signing in NoW. as they're taking the brawl backstage. It is back down to the 3 men in this match. One of these men are walking out Undisputed Champion. But the question is, who will it be? As we're going to see a fight between the 2 challengers in this match once again. As Gunther with one big forearm, rocking Kenny Omega. Kenny sending one back. Discus lariat by Brody Lee.
As now Omega and Lee having a stare down now. As these 2 men prepare to brawl. Lee pushes him up. Now! Got him with a feet trigger to win the world title here in the main event. But the ref is still down now. Slowly crawling back into the ring. Will it be enough to put Lee down once and for all to win the world title? No! Lee kicks out.
The matchup continues. As Kenny looking to get those steps once again, but he realizes Matt Hardy getting back. Oh my God! Right to the head of Kenny Omega. Kenny had no time to react at all.
Matt Hardy may have just cost Kenny Omega the match. As Brody Lee back up to his feet, picks up Omega. Oh my God, blood just running down the face of Omega. Low blow. Omega might win this thing right here if he's able to capitalize. Got him up.
I don't know how Kenny's fighting through him right now, and oh my gosh. Another chair shot. Probably deep in the cut on Kenny's forehead. Gunther's down. Kenny's down. The champ is off. Kenny told Jeff to do the right thing. I think Jeff made up his mind on what the right thing is. As another discus lariat. Cover. 1, 2, and still your undisputed champion, Brody Lee, as Kenny Omega's the blood just flowing down his body.
What a night of action we've had here at Against All Odds. The most insane matchup in NoW history, maybe, with this triple threat for the undisputed title.
Hands down, his toughest challenge yet was this matchup right here.
As Jeff presents him with the
Matt,
title.
pick up that damn chair.
The Judgment Day are victorious here at Against All Odds, but Hardy's picked
Now,
up
Matt,
a chair
get your
now.
brother.
Matt being, delivers it to the hands of Jeff, and now finally presenting him with the title.
Since you always want to lose, I need to see if you can still listen and obey orders. I want you to beat Kenny Omega's head in with that chair, since you and him want to chit-chat backstage. Then when you're done, you will hit your brother in the back with the chair as well to prove your loyalty to the Judgment Day.
Brody Lee did say he was going to test Jeff's loyalties. I think Jeff already proved his loyalties. He already hit Kenny over the head once.
I'm gonna be damn sick.
Whoa! Oh!
To the gut!
Jeff attacking Brody Lee with the steel chair. Matt, I don't think Matt knew about this.
What is going on?
Maybe this was the right thing Kenny Omega was talking about. This was the right thing for Jeff Hardy. Jeff got tired of the disrespect Brody Lee's been giving him. What a night this was. We need answers. We'll get our answers. We will see you all next time.